Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The book that I chose was Into Thin Air by John Crocker. A short note about the author. John Crocker was a mountaineer, American mountaineer and a writer. He mostly writes about outdoor expeditions. And the book describes about an Everest expedition taken up in 1996 by a group of mountaineers who faced struggles during the climb to the summit of Mount Everest or the very top of Mount Everest. I made a D3 on the list of events taken at different places. Here you can see that they started off at the summit and then they have gone to fatting and the different levels. Uh, you all might be wondering why am I talking to you all about mountains, and the following information will make the image more clear for you. You can you compare with the mountains between the different terrains? You can see deserts, rivers, grasslands, and then there are mountains. Can anyone give me comparison between mountains? It something is unique. It has think geometrical. Anyone? Okay. You can see that the mountain is steep. It has a steep slope. Uh, it has a steep slope. And now, does anyone know if an aspect of mountaineering or mountaineering is mentioned in the Quran? Okay. Allah has mentioned in the Quran in Surah Balad, "Falaqtaham al-aqaba." That means the man has not made any effort to pass on the path that is steep. It means that the man has not even tried to climb on the steep slope. Now, why has he not made a effort to pass on the path that is steep? It is because the path was very difficult. And in Tafsir of Ibn Kathir, Ibn Zayd has said, he will not the man will not traverse upon the path which contains salvation and good. But Sayyid Qutb has said that in this is a challenge for man, and he likes to face challenges and plunge into risky ventures. Now, of course, the steep slope of the mountain is, of course, the path to Jannah. We can compare the path to the steep slope of mountain with the path to Allah. Then, let's talk about what we have to pack before a big journey. So, why do we need to pack before a journey? Like, what's so important to pack before a journey? Does anyone know? Okay. We need to pack. It is important to pack before a journey because because of the obstacles that we are going to face, and so that it would fulfill it, so that it would fulfill the what we must to do to complete the whole journey. Now, let's talk about some a few prerequisites of the tools that we need to use for journey. First, being the Sherpa. The Sherpa is a guide that helps us throughout the mountaineering journey. Without him, it is impossible to climb the Mount Everest because we need his help, and he has a lot of experience climbing a lot of times the mountain. And in the spiritual lives, Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is our Sherpa. He will guide us, and he's alive still to us via a hadith or the saying of the Sahabas. He will hold our hands and bring us to the top, we follow, providing we follow his sunnahs or rules. Next, we go on to the oxygen tank. Obviously, without the oxygen, we cannot go up a hill because of the oxygen depletion. Uh, with yeah, so we need oxygen to the internal being of a body needs oxygen to survive, right? So, in a spiritual path, iman, our body, needs iman, our heart needs iman to survive throughout the whole spiritual journey. And alhamdulillah, in my book I've realized that these people, the mountaineers, have had a journey back to the base camps to replenish their oxygen and go back to set on the journey to the top. In that case, we need to make an effort to replenish our iman and reach the top. That is the path to Allah. Next, now let's talk about when you fall off a mountain. And this is a real accident that happened. And how have all these people been saved? All these people have been saved because they have connected to all their friends through the rope. In the spiritual path, we must have good connections with great friends uh, we must have good connections with great friends so that we are preventing ourselves from falling into falsehood. Coming back to the ayah, no, why has Allah said that we have not made an effort to pass the path that is steep? It is because of the difficulties in the path. Now, why is the path difficult? It is because of the obstacles. And Allah has mentioned a few obstacles in the same surah. First one being fakku raqaba. It is freeing a neck or a slave. That is freeing a human being from the chains of slavery. Second one being aw it'amun fi yawmin zi masghaba. That means or giving food to other people when we ourselves are extremely hungry. Now you get these two obstacles together, and we come to a theme saying that we need to e- uh, uh, we need to ease other people's pain at the cost of our pleasures. That is, we must sacrifice our worldly pleasures for their ease. Now, this in Alhamdulillah, in my book, I've come across this famous guide named Anatoly Bokriv. He is a Russian guide who has saved multiple lives during the journey because he was aware of this and he had saved multiple lives and he was risking his life here, saving multiple lives. And I have learned that we need to ease our pleasures so that other people can have a better day. And next year, the following year after his expedition, he had passed away in an avalanche. He had passed away in an avalanche, but his legacy still remains. And that's how our legacy will still remain in the books of the angels, noting down the records. And it will be presented on the day of judgment. Jazakallahu khairan kaseer.